doing a duet. What's that all about?
It's a Tia Goins and Mark Wills duet. It's her record.
The country world has its legends, but it also holds names that once seemed unstoppable before slipping into silence. These 20 artists climbed the charts, captured hearts, and then vanished from the places they once ruled. Their fade into obscurity is sudden, surprising, and filled with questions that fans still wonder about today. Number 20, Deana Carter. Her father is without a doubt the answer. Deana Carter entered the world of country music confidently, and her first single, Strawberry Wine, immediately showed her talents. The song quickly reached the top spot and resonated with fans in a lasting way. It is still popular on country music stations and is a favorite at karaoke nights in Nashville. Many fans consider it one of the most iconic songs in country music history. During her peak popularity, Carter had 2 more hit songs with We Danced Anyway and How Do I Get There, solidifying her position in the music industry. She did not stay at the top for as long as others, but she remained active in music. In 2013, she came out with the album Southern Way of Life, and in 2017, she celebrated 20 years since releasing her popular album, Did I Shave My Legs for This? Recently, she has been keeping busy by transitioning to online platforms. She started 2 video podcasts called Wing It Wednesday and TGIFISOS. The latter podcast is centered around her religious beliefs and is posted on her YouTube channel. While she may not be on the radio as frequently, Carter still connects with her audience in her unique way, maintaining a consistent and visible presence. Number 19, Carolyn Dawn Johnson. Before Carolyn Dawn Johnson became well known as a country singer, she had already gained recognition as a talented songwriter by writing a hit song, Single White Female, for Shelley West. This success led to opportunities in the music industry, and in 2000, she signed a record deal that propelled her career forward. In 2001, she released her first album, which included 2 successful singles, Complicated and I Do Not Want You to Go. These songs helped establish her as a promising solo artist in the music industry. After achieving early success, she took a break from the public eye for a while, but she never completely left the music industry. She stayed busy by writing, working with others, and backing up fellow musicians. Johnson has played various roles over the years, including being part of Miranda Lambert's band for a period. In addition to performing, she also continued to write and create music. Her latest album, Love Rules, came out in 2010. Number 18, Cindy Thompson. Cindy Thompson said she wrote songs while leading a peaceful life as a mom, trying to reconnect with music. She started dreaming of a music career when she was 12 or 13 and kept that dream alive into her teenage years. After a year of college, she dropped out, moved to Nashville, and received support from her parents. She took on various jobs like babysitting and house cleaning until she met a record producer who helped her land a publishing deal. While it typically takes new singers in Nashville about 5 years to make it big, Cindy managed to do it in just 2. She got a record deal with Capitol Records, put out a successful album, and had a hit song called What I Really Meant to Say. She went on tour with Jody Messina and Alan Jackson, and even performed alongside Trisha Yearwood and Martina McBride. Despite how perfect everything seemed from the outside, Cindy realized that the constant touring was not what she wanted. Living in Franklin, Tennessee, she admitted that she couldn't keep up with that kind of lifestyle. She and her husband, Daniel Goodman, had built a life together, and her priorities had shifted. Her first song was released in 2000 and became very popular. 2 more songs from that album also did well on the charts. Despite her early success, she decided not to release a second album. A comeback in 2006 did not help her career, and by the time she released a short EP in 2009, the music industry had already moved on. Number 17, Lacosta Tucker. El Costa. Tucker gained popularity in country music in the 1970s and 80s, establishing herself as a talented and heartfelt artist. She is the older sister of Tanya Tucker, a well-known country music star. Before they became famous, the sisters performed together as kids in their family band, the Country Westerners, bonding and developing their passion for music. After graduating from college, El Costa relocated to Las Vegas to be near Tanya. In 1974, she secured a deal with Capitol Records and smoothly transitioned into the realm of country music. Her music remained popular from the late 1970s to the early 1980s, with her last successful single, Love Take It Easy on Me, releasing in 1982. When her music career slowed down, she went on tour with Tanya for a brief period to maintain their close bond while performing. After the tour ended, Lacosta decided to step away from the music industry quietly. She did not pursue making another album or trying to make a comeback. Instead, she chose to leave the entertainment world and live a quiet life away from the public eye. Number 16. Chris Cagle. Chris Cagle had a successful career in country music before he decided to retire in 2015. He was known for his heartfelt songs like What a Beautiful Day, What Kind of Gone, and I Breathe In, I Breathe Out. His first album, Play It Loud, achieved a gold certification in the US, and his self-titled second album also reached this milestone. He then released 3 more albums, with several songs making it into the top 20 charts, highlighting his consistent work ethic. In 2010, Cagle switched record labels and released a new project called Back in the Saddle. 3 years later, the record label closed, leaving him without a stable place for his music. By October 2015, he posted a brief message on Facebook announcing his decision to step back from music. This was a quiet decision without any major events. He wanted to spend more time with his family and did not want to change his musical style to fit the current popular country music trend. As the music scene shifted toward pop-leaning sounds, he felt it did not align with his beliefs in music, so he decided to walk away instead of compromising his artistic integrity. However, despite labeling it as retirement, his experience did not come to an end. In 2002, his website indicated that he was still performing in various cities in the United States, demonstrating that although he may no longer be pursuing success on the charts, he has not completely left the spotlight. Number 15. Ricky Van Shelton. Ricky Van Shelton was a popular country music singer in the late 1980s, known for his distinct voice. He gained fame with his first album, Wild-Eyed Dream, in 1986. He had a string of hit songs like Somebody Lied, Life Turned Her That Way, Do Not We All Have the Right, and Living Proof. Throughout his career, he released 9 albums, with the first 4 going platinum. Proving his music resonated with fans, Ricky's influence in the music industry started to decrease around the early 2000s. His last studio album, Fried Green Tomatoes, came out in May 2000, along with a Christmas album. Things were quiet after that. There were indications of private difficulties happening in Ricky's life. In the 1990s, Ricky openly discussed the problems he faced in his personal life, such as struggles with alcohol and infidelity. His wife later wrote a book explaining how these challenges impacted their marriage. These personal issues may have influenced his decision to take a step back. In May 2006, Ricky Van Shelton decided to retire from music to spend more time with his family. He kept his word and never performed on stage again. Just like Bobby Gentry, once Ricky said goodbye, it was for good. Fans continue to cherish his music, but Ricky chose a quieter and more peaceful life away from the spotlight. Number 14. Shelley West. Shelley West came into the country music scene with a name that was familiar to listeners because of her mother, Dottie West. Despite this, Shelley had to prove herself as a solo artist. She followed in her mother's footsteps by singing, performing, and collaborating with other artists in the country music industry. Her collaboration with David Frizzell on the song You're the Reason God Made Oklahoma not only became a hit on the radio, but was also featured in Clint Eastwood's movie Any Which Way You Can and reached the top spot on the Billboard Hot Country Singles chart in 1981. Shelley kept growing her career by releasing songs that resonated with her fans. In 1983, she put out a popular tune called Jose Cuervo, which was about drinking and partying. The song topped the charts and increased interest in both the music rankings and the brand of tequila mentioned in the lyrics. It became her most successful solo track. Throughout the 1980s and early 1990s, she traveled around with her mother, often performing together on stage. These performances created lasting memories for their fans. However, in 1991, everything changed when her mother, Dottie West, tragically passed away in a car accident. This loss had a profound impact on Shelley, leading her to stop touring and recording music regularly. Several years later, she assisted in the production of a television film about her mother's life in 1995. Following that, Shelley started to distance herself from music. Although she still performs with David Frizzell at certain events, her focus has since shifted towards her family and a more low-key lifestyle away from the public eye.
Number 13. Ricochet.
Ricochet entered the world of country music with a first album that caught people's attention from the start. Their debut included the popular song Daddy's Money, as well as 3 other hits that made it to the top 10. This initial success was a high point for the band and gave the impression that they had established themselves in the country music scene. However, maintaining that level of achievement proved challenging. Each subsequent album had less impact, and none of their later singles reached the top 10. The momentum that had propelled them forward started to dwindle. In 2001, Ricochet's record label decided to release them, so they signed with an independent label instead. Despite the change, they never regained their previous level of success. Since then, the band has experienced a lot of lineup changes, with most of the original members leaving. Only a couple of original members are still in the band, and while they still perform, their days of having hit songs are over. Number 12, Julie Roberts. Julie Roberts experienced a difficult childhood with a father who drank and behaved badly, but her mother's quiet strength was a cause of comfort for her. She looked up to her mother's courage as she pursued a career in country music. Starting off as a receptionist at Mercury Records, she got her big break in 2004 with her debut single, Break Down Here, which gained her recognition and success quickly. Despite having more songs on the charts, she never quite reached the level of success she had hoped for. She later departed from her record company and put out her third album independently in search of more creative control, but it did not get the reaction she anticipated. Despite having sold more than 2 million albums, everything appeared to crumble simultaneously. Her home was destroyed in the Nashville flood of 2010, and she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis that same year. In addition, Mercury terminated her contract. She made another attempt in 2013 with Sun Records, but her fourth album encountered similar difficulties. That year, she tried to revive her career by appearing on The Voice, but she failed to advance past the initial blind auditions. After not releasing any new music for almost 10 years, she made a comeback in October 2022 with a song called Ain't in No Hurry. It's uncertain what the future holds, but this marks a significant progress for her after a long period of stagnation. Number 11, Collin Raye. Collin Raye established himself as a successful country music artist with 5 platinum albums and 15 #1 hits. Hailing from Arkansas, a state known for producing country music stars, he proudly stands among them. His songs explore various subjects, including love and deeper notions about life and values. Raye started his music career by performing with a band named The Rays under the stage name Bubba Ray before deciding to pursue a solo career in 1990. This decision proved to be a game changer for him. His hit song Love Me landed at the #1 spot, and he maintained his success throughout the 1990s, with each new album keeping him at the top of the charts. However, things started to shift as the year 2000 approached. Despite one of his singles reaching the top 5 that year, it would turn out to be the last song of his career to achieve that level of success. His popularity declined after the 1990s, despite staying involved in the music industry. There were few significant new releases from him after 2009. He later wrote a memoir called A Voice Undefeated, in which he discussed the changes in country music. He believed that the essence of the genre had disappeared, noting that it used to be a platform for ordinary people to express themselves and share their experiences truthfully. Number 10, Jessica Andrews. Jessica Andrews had a brief but impactful career in country music. She became known in 1999 at only 15 years old, showcasing her talent early on. Her first album had 3 songs in the top 40, launching her career at a young age. However, her biggest success came in 2001 with the release of Who I Am, which reached #1 on the charts and became the highlight of her musical journey. She came back with another song that made it to the top 20, but by then her popularity was already declining. The record label she was signed to, Carolyn Records, closed down a few years later. Although many artists were transferred to their parent label, Lyric Street, Jessica Andrews was not one of them. This decision effectively ended her career abruptly. Since that time, she hasn't been very active in the music industry, particularly in the past 10 years. People remember her for one standout song, and some wonder how successful she could have been under different circumstances. Her name evokes nostalgia for a time when country music seemed more authentic, even though her career was short-lived. Number 9, Ty England. Ty England's music career started in Oklahoma before he became famous. He became friends with Garth Brooks while they were both students at Oklahoma State University. Music brought them together, and they even lived together for a bit. England had been playing guitar since high school. However, after graduating, he did not pursue music and worked at an automotive paint shop. In 1995, everything changed for him when he got a record deal and put out his first single, Should Have Asked Her Faster. This song did well, reaching number 3 on the charts and setting the stage for his first album and 3 more records in the years that followed. While Should Have Asked Her Faster was his only top 10 hit, he almost made it with Irresistible You, which got to number 22. As the 1990s came to a close, his career slowed down, and he decided to take a break from the music scene. He made one last attempt with an album in 2007, but none of the songs caught on, leading him to leave country music behind and start a new career selling real estate in Oklahoma. However, he never fully abandoned music. Between 2018 and 2022, he played acoustic guitar and provided backup vocals while touring stadiums with Garth Brooks. This comeback allowed him to return to performing, reunite with an old friend, and revisit the origin of his musical journey. Number 8. Jeff Carson. Jeffrey Lee H. Herndon, also known as Jeff Carson, was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma in 1963. He started singing in church when he was young and developed a passion for music. Later on, he started a band in Rogers, Arkansas, and performed in Branson, Missouri, where he wrote songs and did regular shows. Moving to Nashville was a significant moment for him as he had the opportunity to work with major country artists, recording demo tracks for them behind the scenes. In 1995, he agreed to a contract with Curb Records. His first song, Yeah, gained him initial fame, however. It was not On Your Love and the Car that made him popular nationwide. During the following years, he put out 2 additional albums. Butterfly Kisses was released in 1997, succeeded by Real Life in 1998, but neither of them had any top 10 or top 40 hits. Carson kept putting out new songs from 2000 to 2006. Then, in February 2009, he took a break from music to start a new chapter in his life. Sadly, Jeff Carson passed away in March 2022 from a heart attack. Although his career in country music was short, his songs still impact those who recall his music. Number 7. Bobbie Gentry. In 1967, Bobbie Gentry gained widespread fame with her popular song, Ode to Billy Joe. The song became a quick success, selling 3 million copies and winning her 3 Grammy Awards in the same year. What set Gentry apart was not just the song itself, but also the fact that she wrote and produced her own music, something rarely seen among women in country music at the time. During the late 1960s and throughout the 1970s, she kept putting out new music. While some of her songs did okay, none were as successful as her first big hit. Her last single, He Did Me Wrong, But He Did It Right, came out in 1978, but it did not really make a mark on the charts. After that, she decided to quietly retire from her music career. In the late 1970s, she stopped making music and decided to live a private life in Los Angeles, away from the spotlight. Number 6. Cold Eggs and the Lonesome. In 2006, Cold Eggs and the Lonesome was created with members from various parts of the South. Cold Eggs was the lead singer and his brother, Shade Deggs, played bass guitar. David Wallace was on lead guitar and backing vocals with his brother Jimmy Wallace on keyboards. Brian Hayes played drums. Cole and Shade were from Lake Jackson, Texas, while David and Jimmy were from Shreveport, Louisiana. Brian Hayes came from Florida. Before the band formed, Cold Eggs was already writing songs for artists in different countries. He wrote a song for Kenny Chesney's album and composed Tracy Byrd's song Cheapest Motel in 2006. In 2008, he wrote Tattoo Rose for Andy Griggs. He also wrote It Ain't the Whiskey for Gary Allan in 2013. The band became popular because of one memorable moment. Their first song, I Got More, came out in 2007 and reached the 25th spot on the country music charts. This was a great start for the new band. However, their next song did not do well, so the record label let them go. This was the downfall of Cold Eggs and the Lonesome, and they have not been in the public eye since then. Number 5. Cledus T. Judd. Cledus T. Judd made a name for himself in country music by doing something very few others were doing. He made funny versions of popular country songs from the mid-1990s to the early 2000s, turning them into playful parodies that his fans enjoyed. For example, he changed Toby Keith's I Love This Bar to I Love NASCAR, and Kenny Chesney's She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy to My Cellmate Thinks I'm Sexy. His music videos also added to the fun, giving his work a unique charm that helped him stand out, even though his songs weren't often played on the radio. He kept busy traveling and performing shows that combined music with light humor. After years of being on the road, he decided to take it easy. He collaborated with Chad Brock on the radio for a while, and in 2012, he stopped touring. He officially retired in 2015, saying he wanted to concentrate on raising his daughter. In 2018, he made a comeback with some new songs and small shows, not aiming for a big return, but just to share his experiences. Number 4, Chad Brock. Chad Brock's road to country music was not a direct one. He explored various paths before discovering his true calling. While in school, he sang in the choir and honed his vocal skills. He also played football, showing his versatility in different areas. Unexpectedly, he ventured into professional wrestling and even competed at a high level. This world was a stark contrast to the country music scene he eventually found success in, but he carried his experiences with him into his music career. Brock started his career in country music without much attention, but eventually gained popularity among fans. His second single, Ordinary Love, gained traction in the late 1990s and expanded his following. However, his major success came with his second album when he released the hit song, Yes, which reached number 1 on the charts. This solidified his position in the country music industry and placed him among the top artists of the genre at that time. Yes is considered by many as the defining moment in his career. In 2005, Brock made a big change by leaving performing on stage and transitioning to a career in radio. He became a morning host in Tampa, Florida, using his voice to wake people up. Later, he moved to Atlanta and then to the Country Network, a TV channel that focuses on country music. Even though he wasn't singing, he stayed connected to his passion by working in country media. It's hard to know for sure what he's concentrating on at the moment. He mentioned the possibility of running for Senate in the past, showing that politics is now a big part of his life. He shows strong support for conservative beliefs, the National Rifle Association, and the Second Amendment on social media. Even though he may not be making music news currently, Chad Brock is still actively involved and vocal, demonstrating that he still has a lot to offer to the world. Number 3, Lila McCann. Lila McCann was on track to become a popular country music artist in the late 1990s. Her initial songs like Down Came a Blackbird, I Want to Fall in Love, and With You quickly caught people's attention. Her soft voice and engaging style captivated listeners, making her music stand out at the time. She was raised in Washington, and it was there that she developed a passion for country music. Her father played in a country band in their area, and she would frequently accompany him to their performances. On occasion, she would join the band on stage to sing alongside them. These experiences influenced her future, providing her with the skills and self-assurance she mandated to pursue a career in music. In 1997, she had a big success with her first album, Lila, which was the top-selling debut album by a country artist that year. This helped her gain recognition in the world of country music. Her talent caught the attention of people in the music industry, setting her up for a promising future. She had initial success in her career, leading her to sign with a new company and put out several more songs. Unfortunately, the collaboration did not work out, and they split in 2008. This prompted her to pursue her music career solo as an independent artist. Number 2, The Chicks. The Dixie Chicks were once very popular in country music, especially in the 1990s, when their strong harmonies and bold sound were loved all over the world. Their music was confident and sincere, which helped them gain loyal fans and receive much praise. However, things changed quickly in the early 2000s. At a concert in London, lead singer Natalie Maines made a political statement about President George W. Bush that caused a lot of anger in the United States. The response was harsh, and it negatively affected their reputation. Despite facing criticism, the group did not disappear right away. In 2006, they came out with an album called Taking the Long Way, in which they openly talked about the backlash and how it affected them. Also in that year, the documentary Shut Up and Sing was released, giving fans a behind-the-scenes glimpse into the difficulties they encountered. Shortly after, they took a break from the public eye and let things settle down. Just about 10 years later, there were signs that they were making a comeback. Around the middle of 2015, they revealed plans for a new tour, indicating they were prepared to engage with fans again. Their big comeback to the spotlight happened in 2016 when they performed with Beyoncé at the 50th Annual Country Music Association Awards. Number 1, Tracy Byrd. During the early 1990s, Tracy Byrd gained popularity and respect in the world of country music. His voice had a classic, comforting quality, and his lyrics resonated with regular people in a sincere manner. Songs like Hold in Heaven, Watermelon Crawl, and The Keeper of the Stars allowed him to connect with fans nationwide, establishing him as a beloved artist who could tell relatable stories with genuine emotion. He remained true to his Texas upbringing and stayed true to a grounded style. He did not follow fleeting trends, which gave his music a classic and consistent feel. While his chart success dwindled in the 2000s, his reputation in country music remained strong. In 2010, he made the decision to take a break from his career because the extensive traveling had become too exhausting. He wanted to prioritize his family and lead a more relaxed lifestyle away from the public eye. During his time off, he was able to relax and regain stability in his life. In 2016, Tracy made a quiet but successful return with his album, All American Texan. The album demonstrated that he still possessed the same passion and strong vocals that initially drew fans to his music.